Fire can be your best friend in the winter, and throughout the year it can cook for you and sterilize your water, along sterilizing instruments that you might need to use before you operate or any other thing to keep yourself as safe as possible on this whole world, and especially very vital in day after scenarios. But just as fire is your friend, it can be your enemy. We had a missionary come through Hamlet one time when I was a kid, and they asked him, they said, what's the one thing that you'd like or that we could give you that would really help you out over there in Africa where his mission was? And he said he was in the Grasslands of Africa, and he said the one thing he'd like is a lawnmower, because he said there ain't no fire departments over there. And he said if I can keep the weeds down for about 50 yards around my hut where he has and where he's building a church, he said it could save a lot of heartache and maybe even save his life and his buildings. And so we got him a lawnmower way back then, a gas-powered lawnmower. Don't know how easy it was going to be to get him gas, but he got a lawnmower sent over there for him. Because fire, especially a wildfire or a fire when there ain't no fire department or not in time, can get you in a lot of trouble. My brother-in-law told the story that he bought a used fire truck from Benkelman, Nebraska. And of course he lives real close to the edge there on Kansas line, just a few miles, 5 miles off the Kansas line there. And a fire was getting going pretty good size in Kansas and coming his way. Well, he got that old fire truck and always did keep it loaded with water, and he headed over there. And as he got over there and crossed the line, state patrolman stopped him, and he said, "You don't have a contract with us. You can't come over here with water. You can't do that." And he thought he was talking to Benkelman, the city of Benkelman, because they hadn't been contracted with them to help out on any fires. And my brother-in-law informed him this is a privately owned truck. And he said, do you want the water or not? And he said, well, I'll have to get permission from the government and from the Topeka, the state capital, before I can let you do that. Luckily, the fire marshal came over and he said, shut up. And he said, get that water over there. He said, we'll take every drop you got. And that's how it was. Government always getting in the way. But on the day after, you better be ready to be your own fire department. Even if it's just a 5-gallon pump sprayer, it's well worth having, and keep your weeds down the day after, or maybe even today. It's McCook's Mr. Bill saying, rate this film and enjoy your fire, but always be careful.